majority of modern men are viewing marriage at this point as pretty much unrealistic. And it's because of how women today are moving. It's different. It's been bad for quite some time now. Even when I was 19, even when I was 20 years old, it was still bad, but it's even worse. Like, we're talking, it's to the past of the point of no return. Maybe when I was younger, yeah, some of these prettier girls would make a few mistakes and get with some guy and whatever. They slept with one too many guys, but now it's like these younger women today are sleeping with like 20 too many guys. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. It's disgusting. It's actually gross. There's a good chance the woman you're talking to right now has a pretty ginormous body count, bro. And I'm telling you now, they're taking that shit to the grave, bro. They'll never admit it. They'll never admit it to this day. They'll never admit it 40 years from now. You guys don't understand, bro, how these women are moving today. And it's majority of them. You guys wouldn't even want to know, bro, the things I have experienced last weekend, the things I've seen, the things I've witnessed, the things I was a part of. You just wouldn't even want to know. I mean, maybe you would, but no, I can't do that right now. I cannot say this right now, but it's wild. It's wild, bro. It's wild. Completely insane. And it really shows you what's going on. This is why men are viewing marriage as pretty much unrealistic at this point. Because it is. Bro, you can't marry somebody like that. You can't marry somebody like that. You want to go and marry someone that there's a good chance your friend smashed. Or at least somebody you know smashed. So when you get married, you gotta get your friend over, bro. That smashed your now wife. It's completely insane. So, yeah, it's a degenerate world. It's a degenerate world, to say the least. It's a degenerate world. And, we are living in it, bro. There's not much you can do but see it, adjust, and do what you can. Live your best life. They're not to be taken seriously, bro. These modern women today. Modern means new. Modern is of today, right? Bro, they're so discombobulated. They don't even understand they are the ones that are stopping their own self from commitment. They don't even realize it, bro. Like, bro, they're just staying single. They're just single. They are single, and they're just staying single. If they really wanted to, bro, there's an attractive guy they're all talking to. Pretty much on a daily basis. They could go for something there. They could push for something. They could go towards this guy and focus just on this and build something in a relationship and shit, bro. They're not doing it. They're not doing it because they feel they get more from staying single. They feel they get more from staying single, which is why they stay single. Bro, they're already getting boyfriend treatment from the guy they're talking to all the time. So, in their minds, why would they cut off everybody else Why would they not sleep with this guy one night? They're out, right? They're having a few drinks, they're out. Why would they not have some fun and sleep with this other attractive guy? Because he's turning her on right now. Why would she not do it? Of course she's going to do it. Because she's single. But if she wasn't single, now she can't do it. Well, she can cheat, but you skip the point. That's why they're staying single. They're not actually single, but they're single. They're getting that boyfriend treatment. They're getting that kind of stuff. They're dealing with other people. Other shit is going on. So, this is the degen world we're living in. Full of lies, full of manipulation. It's just a lust fest. That's all it is. So this takes me back to my point. Men know that this shit is happening, bro. Men know that this shit is happening. And it can no longer something we can just sit around and be upset about. We should not be upset about this. We should just understand it and know it and adjust to it, which is what we're doing, which is what I've done, which is what most of my friends are doing right now. And let me tell you something, we are all much happier because of the way that we're adjusting. Because all of us, bro, we're all the same at one point. It's like, yeah, you want that girl, you want the relationship, you want that kind of stuff because you want a family one day, all this stuff. But, bro, you literally can't commit to a woman who decides to live that kind of life, and once you do it, you can't take it back. They always want to take it back. They never want to be labeled. Never. They never want to be labeled that, bro. They can literally sleep with 10 guys in a month. If you do that, you are by definition a-ho. They can do that. They don't want to be labeled it. Like I said in a video, I think a couple days ago. If you murder somebody, if you kill somebody, you are a murderer. You're a murderer. It's the same thing, bro. You are literally, by definition. You're a murderer by definition. What are you talking about? We're just living this delusional world. It's like, I did this, but no, I didn't. I ain't that. No. No, I ain't that. Stupid, bro. Stupid. So, what is this really? It's women not taking any accountability. Accountability is their kryptonite. They want to do whatever they want, no repercussions. Well, guess what? There is repercussions. Your actions cause repercussions, and any real man alive is going to hold you to that. Somebody who's not a real man will probably take you right on. He don't care about your past. He's just going to love you unconditionally. He's just going to take you on. And the past is the past. That's a simp. That is a trick. So, yeah, these types of women can get some simp. They're not going to get the guy they want. They're going to end up leaving the simp anyways. They're going to be single again. They're going to go after the guys that they want, but these guys are only going to smash only and just chuck them aside because their value is tarnished. When their value was high and they didn't do all this stuff, they could have got commitment from that kind of guy. A higher value dude. Now, they can't. And this is why marriage is becoming unrealistic at this point, which is insane. We're living in a world where we can confidently say, marriage is looking unrealistic at this point. Unrealistic, bro. It's not like it's up in the air, maybe. Bro, it's unrealistic. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They're all doing it. They're all doing it. They're all going crazy. They're all effing up. And they're not listening. They're not listening to us. We cannot save them, bro. They're not gonna listen. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, they're not gonna listen. They're just gonna do what they're gonna do. Because they think they know. And later on, eventually, they'll understand they know nothing. They just thought they did. They thought they were smart. They thought they were having fun. They thought all this stuff. It's like a mindless child roaming around dangerous places because he doesn't know what he's doing. That's what they do. That's what women today are doing. They're roaming around, being free, doing all that stuff, and they actually think they're not going to get bit later on. But yes, you are. 100% you are. That is coming to you. That fate is coming to you. So go ahead. You will not be wiped out. You will not be taken seriously. None of us want you like that. And in the moment, they can laugh about it. They don't care. We don't care. That's what they say. But you will. You will care. Just like they all have. It's no different, bro. They're all cocky and shit, bro. They're young, they're hot, they're cocky as fuck. They think they're untouchable. Because maybe in the moment, they almost are. Because they're that hot. They can do whatever they want. Sure, I'll give that to you. It does not end that way. That's why you must be humble. That's why you must make the right moves and don't get too far ahead of yourself. Do not let this get too big, because it's going to bite you. They don't listen. We can't even tell them this shit, bro. We cannot even tell them this shit. They don't understand. Because they're living in the moment, right? They're living in the moment. They're just being how it is in the moment. Bro, most women don't understand their value. They don't understand their value, bro. If they did, they wouldn't be moving so stupidly. It's proof they don't know their value. It's not that they don't know their value, it's like the timeline of the value they have is what they're unaware of. They're unaware when they're 19, 20, 21, maybe 22. Their value's sky high. They're young, they're beautiful, they're at the age where many men is going to be looking their way. They're young, hot, attractive, maybe not ran through just yet. They're more on the pure side, the more on the untouched side. That's why they're wanted so much. They're unaware that this changes. They're unaware of their value in the current moment and how that's going to change. It does not stay that way. So let's say this 19, 20, 21-year-old, whatever, right? Let's say she was the hot shit. Let's say she was in a perfect position to get the best guy she could get. And she don't even care about it, bro. It's like she wants to be single because she wants to mess around with many different guys who have pretty high value. But in the process of this, she gets ran through. She gets ran through because she wants all of them. She wants to deal with all of them. She don't just want one of these good guys. She wants all of them. She wants all these experiences. She wants all this fun. She wants to stay single. That is greed. That is greed. By the end of all this rodeo, right? By the end of the rodeo, now she's 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. She could no longer do what she just did. get these guys to sleep with her. But once upon a time, these guys that would sleep with her would have committed to her. And now they won't. None of them will. None of them will, bro, because they know she a 304. They know she a... That's what changes. They don't really recognize this, bro. They really don't. Most don't. And if they do, they don't care. Which is insane. Imagine knowing how much harder your life is going to be later on if you do all this stupid shit. But you still do it all. And you know so much adversity is coming for you. But if you were to not do all that stuff, then you're going to have a very good life. That's the thing, bro. It don't make sense. Modern women of today set themselves up for failure. And then they turn bitter. They get bitter. Because now, guys only see them as one thing. Because that's all they're good for. They're good for nothing else. They're not fit to be a wife. They're not good to be a wife. You wouldn't trust her to be the mother of your children. You wouldn't trust her, period. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, this is why men are seeing marriage now as pretty much unrealistic. Because, bro, you marry something like that, the chances of divorce are significantly higher. She could take all your shit just like this. She'd take it all. Yeah. She could take it all. She could humiliate you, bro. Embarrass you. This kind of happened to me last year. I didn't get married, but I was in a relationship, bro. And it's actually kind of embarrassing. Like, who I committed to. And it's not that I knew. I had to figure it out, and I should have left a lot sooner than I did. But it's embarrassing, bro. The shit that happened is just literally embarrassing. It's like that type of a person really did some shit, bro. They really humiliated you. They really did. And that's the thing, bro. We don't really know their past. That's the dangerous thing. But the past is always going to creep back up. And the relationship I was in last year, the past creeped back up on this girl. She acted like she was perfect. She acted like everything was fine. Everything was good for a while, bro. Like pure everything. Like, yeah, I made a few mistakes in my past, but I'm good. Type energy, right? Nah, things got out of hand. Things got way out of hand. Why do you think? Because of her past. Because of what she decided to do. She was absolutely crazy out there. Crazy. Like, you gotta be kidding me. And now you're being disrespected when you don't deserve that at all. You're being outright humiliated. Embarrassed. Now you got a former 304 right in your face. Ha 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 ha. Laughing, bro. That's who you committed to. And that's how she starts to treat you. And it's like, joke. And it's insane, bro. Like, it's insane. You actually are in a relationship with somebody like that. And, like, the mask comes completely off. But then, the excuses come. Oh, that wasn't even me. That wasn't even me. Like, I'm so sorry and all this stuff. And, yeah. Just embarrassing, bro. Like, the disrespect is wild. Women don't respect us today, bro. Women today don't respect men. And it's not because these men, or me or you or anybody, doesn't deserve respect. We deserve respect. Get the fuck out of here. What are we talking about? Of course we do. But women aren't doing it. They're not respecting men. They're not respecting us. They're disrespecting us. And then here comes the gaslighting. Oh, what are you going to do? Hit a woman? Blah, blah, blah. We can knock his clean out. That's how arrogant you all act. As if we couldn't. They act like they're the top shit. Spewing bull, bro, from their lips. Spewing. It's all arrogance. They're just disrespectful, bro. We would never disrespect them like that, but they be coming with some shit first. And then, in the end, we're the bad people. Every single time. They're perfect. It's because of what you did in the relationship. Bro. You're talking about a 304. You're talking about a straight up hoe. They'd be talking like that, bro. You are the only problem in the relationship. Actually. We were perfectly fine. Until you started to act like a complete psycho. And nothing even happened. But you did, because the truth came to light. The past has showed up that you didn't deal with. And then you start to get gas, like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it's like, insanity, bro. Insanity. You're as cool as a cucumber. You're perfectly positioned in life. You have a sound mind. You're an intelligent person, successful. And you get some rabbit-ass 304 coming up your alleyway spewing some shit. It's insane. And this is a lot of what us men have to deal with today, but those days are done. My tolerance for greed from a female is at about 0. 0. Yeah, 0. You get disrespectful, you're out. Have fun. That's just how it's going to be. And most are not to be taken seriously, bro. These younger girls today, they're savages, bro. They're savages. You just don't even understand, bro. They are absolute savages. And that's why you just gotta protect yourself. You don't gotta over-savage them or play into that role. Nah. They can act that way all they want. They can damage themselves past the point of no return. They can do all that stuff, bro. They can do whatever they want. We're just gonna stay cool. We're gonna keep doing our thing. We're gonna keep living life. And they can be in self-destruct mode because it's what they're doing. They don't see it that way at first, but it ends that way. Because they're not thinking straight. They don't listen to us no more. They cannot think straight, bro, and they will not listen to us. So there you go. You leave a child to its own devices, it's going to mess everything up. And that's what they're doing. Men are not leading no more. Men are leading their own lives. Men are no longer leading women because women don't want to be led. We can lead y'all every day of the week. Y'all don't want to be being led. Y'all want to follow your own little fucking brain, your little pea brain, your little emotions and stuff, make all these rash, harsh, crazy decisions. Messing around 24/7 for your own fun and entertainment. Messing around with guys, leading guys on, doing crazy shit. Out of your damn minds. And you think you're getting wifed up? Absolutely not. It's not even realistic. It's unrealistic. So yeah, this is the world, bro. And I'm not saying this is every single female. It's not. But it's a hell of a lot of them. And it's more than not. Am I wrong? Look around. They're everywhere. But what's not everywhere is an attractive female, bro, who's not doing all that stuff, and she knows what she wants, and she knows how important a relationship is and a connection and a family one day and all this stuff, and that's just what she's doing. That's her focus. But then most of these modern day 304s, bro, their focus is their little own attention and many different options of guys, hoe phases, partying, drinking, going nuts. It's all fun and games. It's all fun in the moments. It's brutal later on. because you are not the same as you used to be. You have declined. You're just not wanted. Sure, go have your fun. But now, you're not going to be wanted like that. You're just not. The guy you want ain't going to want you. It's just how it goes. As far as I'm concerned, you can still have fun when you're young with a partner. The reason they stay single is because they want to have that experience, bro. They want to go with a bunch of different guys and do a whole bunch of crazy shit and just live that life. So yeah, it's a batshit crazy world that we are living in today. Everything is a mess. We just have to make sure we don't make a mess of our own lives and live the best life possible because we're adjusting. Women are going to wonder why, bro. They're literally secretly going to wonder why. Why ain't men get married no more? Why don't men want to marry us no more? Why do you think? Y'all the ones ruining that. Insane. And we all, bro, the things they're doing wrong, they come back to throw it in our face. They're doing shit that's wrong 24/7, and then they put it on us. Oh, why don't men want to be married no more? Because of you. Because of what you're doing. And you do all this stuff and then throw it on us. As if it's our fault, as if you guys were just perfect and we just don't want to marry. No, because if y'all were being perfect, yes, we would end up marrying you. But you're not that. And I'm not saying literally perfect, but you just get what I'm saying. Have some decency. They can't even have that, bro. They cannot even have that. Then again, you gotta get lucky one fucking time. Because not every single female is like this, but most are. The only hope for any of us